Hello friend. Now in previous video we have seen the topic inverse of a matrix, and we have seen one theorem on existence of inverse of matrix. Now that theorem, it is called necessary and sufficient condition for existence of inverse. Now see what is the necessary and sufficient condition for existence of inverse. This is the statement: a necessary and sufficient condition for square matrix A to have an inverse is that determinant of A not equal to 0. See what is that statement? A necessary and sufficient condition for square matrix A to have an inverse is that A, it is a non-singular matrix. So see what is this condition? If the matrix A, if it is non-singular matrix, then and then we can find its inverse. This is the necessary condition for existence of inverse. If the determinant of the given matrix, if it is non-zero, then and then we can find its inverse. If suppose the determinant, if it is a singular matrix, if the determinant of A, if it is equal to 0, that means we cannot find its inverse. So first of all, remember this condition. Keep the matrix, if it is a non-singular matrix, then and then we can find its inverse, and we have found that formula for finding the inverse. Inverse of matrix, it is denoted by the notation A inverse. This is the notation for inverse of a matrix, and it is given by the formula 1 upon determinant A into adjoint A. So first of all, remember this formula, how to find out the inverse of any matrix. Inverse of matrix, it is given by the formula 1 upon determinant A into adjoint of A. And what is the necessary condition? This determinant, it should be a non-zero determinant. If determinant is 0, 1 upon 0 means it is infinity. Infinity means we cannot find out its inverse. Now see, this is the example. Okay, find the inverse of the following matrix, and this is the matrix A is equal to matrix 1 2 minus 1 minus 1 1 2 2 minus 1 1. So this is the solution. First of all, write down this matrix. Let A, that is the given matrix. Now what is the necessary condition for existence of inverse? What is that condition? If determinant of the given matrix, if it is non-zero, then and then we can find its inverse. So first of all, find out this determinant. So write down, therefore determinant of A is equal to, now let us find out this determinant. This 1 into bracket, just take the cross product. 1 and minus 1 has become plus 2. 1 plus 2, it is 3. For middle term, we take this minus sign. Minus 2 into bracket, minus 1 minus 4, so this is minus 5, and this is the third element, minus 1. Just delete corresponding column and take the determinant 1 minus 2, so this is minus 1. So find out this value. So determinant of A is equal to, this is 3 plus 10 and plus 1. So determinant of A, this is 14. And obviously this 14, it is a non-zero element. So see, first of all, from the given matrix, we have to find out this determinant. if the value of this determinant, if it is non-zero, means if the matrix, if it is a non-singular matrix, then and then we can find its inverse. So right here, therefore A inverse exists. So see, this is the necessary condition for existence of the inverse. What is that condition? Determinant, it should be a non-zero determinant. If the determinant is non-zero, then and then we can find its inverse. So right here K inverse exists, and what is the formula for finding the inverse? A inverse, this is given by the formula 1 upon determinant A into adjoint A. So first of all, find out now this adjoint of matrix. So once again write down this matrices right here. Now A is equal to matrix 1 2 minus 1 minus 1 1 2 2 minus 1 1. Now see how to find out the adjoint of a matrix. There are just 3 steps. From given matrix A, first of all find out the matrix of minor. This is the first step. From matrix of minor, find out the matrix of cofactor. This is second step. And from matrix of cofactor, just take its transpose. It is called adjoint. So see, there are 3 steps for finding the adjoint of matrix. So what are those steps? From the given matrix A, first of all find out the matrix of minor. From matrix of minor, find out matrix of cofactor. And from matrix of cofactor, just take its transpose. It is called the adjoint. So write down, this is the first step. So right here, therefore matrix of minor is equal to, now this is the matrix of minor. Now find out this first minor element. So this is that corresponding element. So for this element, delete this corresponding row and corresponding column and take the determinant of the remaining element. So 1 and minus minus become plus 2. So this is 3. So see how to get this first minor element. For first minor element, delete corresponding row, corresponding column and just take the determinant of the remaining element. Now find out this next minor element. So delete this row and delete this column and take the determinant minus 1 minus 4. So this is minus 5. Now find out next minor element. So this is the relative position. Delete corresponding row, corresponding column and take the determinant 1 minus 2. So this is minus 1. Now find out next minor element. So for this element, we delete this corresponding row, corresponding column and take the determinant 2 minus 1. So this is 1. Now find out this middle element. So we delete this row and column. 1 plus 2. So this is 3. Find out this next element, delete corresponding row, corresponding column and take the determinant of the remaining element minus 1 minus 4. So this is minus 5. Now find out this next minor element. Now for this element, we delete this corresponding row, corresponding column and take the determinant 4 plus 1. So this is 5. Find out this element, delete row and column 2 minus 1. So this is 1. And find out this last element, delete corresponding row, corresponding column 1 and minus minus plus 2. So this is 3. So this is the process for finding the matrix of minor. Now from matrix of minor, now we find the matrix of cofactor. So how to find out the matrix of cofactor? In case of 3 by 3 matrix, just change the sign of these 4 elements. So number 3, this is as it is. Change the sign means it is 5. This number as it is. Change the sign means it is minus 1. as it is means 3, change the sign as it is, change the sign as it is. So this is the matrix of cofactor. So how to get this matrix of cofactor from matrix of minor? Just change the sign of these 4 elements. Now from matrix of cofactor, write down its adjoint of matrix. Now adjoint of A means transpose of matrix of cofactor, it is called the adjoint. So how to write the transpose? Transpose means write first row as a first column, write second row as a second column, and write third row as a third column. So this is called the adjoint. So now write down the formula for A inverse right here. Therefore, we know that A inverse, this is given by the formula 1 upon determinant A into adjoint A. So this is equal to 1 upon, what is the value for determinant A? Determinant A, it is given by the value 14. And what is adjoint A? Adjoint A is 3 minus 1, 5. 5, 3 minus 1, 5, 3. So this is the process for finding the inverse of matrix. Now let us take one more example on inverse of matrix. Write down second example. Find the inverse of matrix A is equal to, now let us take 2 by 2 matrix 1, 2, 4, minus 1. So again this is the same question to find out the inverse of matrix. So what is the first step? First of all, we want to find out its determinant. If determinant, if it is non-zero, then and then we can find its inverse. Otherwise, we cannot find its inverse. So write down the solution. This is the matrix A. Let A is equal to matrix 1, 2, 4, minus 1. So find out determinant of A. Just take the cross product. Minus 1 and this minus 8. So determinant of A, this is minus 9, which is non-zero number. So if the matrix, if it is a non-singular matrix, then and then we can find its inverse. So right here, therefore, A inverse exists. This is the necessary condition for existence of inverse. And what is that condition? Determinant, it should be a non-zero determinant. If the determinant, if it is non-zero, then and then we can find its inverse. And what is the formula for finding the inverse? A inverse, it is given by the formula 1 upon determinant A into adjoint of A. So let us find out this adjoint. So once again write down this matrix A. So right here, now A is equal to this matrix 1, 2, 4, minus 1. So again there are similar steps. From given matrix A, first of all find out the matrix of minor. From matrix of minor find out the matrix of cofactor. And what is the next step? Just take its transpose, it is called the adjoint. So right here, therefore, matrix of minor is equal to, now find out this first minor element. So this is the corresponding element. So for this element we delete this row and we delete this column and just write down the remaining element. This is minus 1. For the next element, again the process it is same. Delete corresponding row, corresponding column and just write down the remaining element 4. For the next element, delete row and column, just write the remaining element 2. For the next element, we delete row and column and just write the remaining element, it is 1. So from matrix of minor, what is the next step? Find out the matrix of cofactor. So how to get the matrix of cofactor? In case of 2 by 2 matrix, just change the sign of these two elements. In 3 by 3 matrix, we have to change the sign of these 4 elements. In case of 2 by 2 matrix, we have to change the sign of these 2 elements. So write down this first element as it is, change the sign means it is -4, change the sign means it is -2, and this element, this is as it is. So from matrix of cofactor, now take its transpose, it is called the adjoint. So what is adjoint? Transpose of matrix of cofactor, it is called the adjoint. So write first row as a first column, write second row as a second column, so it is called the adjoint. So finally write down the formula. So this is the formula. We know that the formula for A inverse, this is given by the formula 1 upon determinant A into adjoint of A. So what is value of determinant A? It is -9, and what is adjoint? Adjoint means -1, -2, -4, 1. Now let us take some different example for finding the inverse. Now see what is this example. We are given this matrix equal to 4, -1, -3, 2, and we want to show that this matrix A satisfies this quadratic equation, and by using this quadratic equation we want to find out this inverse. Now see, in previous 2 example we are using the formula for A inverse as 1 upon determinant A into adjoint of A. This is the formula for finding the inverse. Now this is some different example. By using this quadratic equation, now we want to find out its inverse. So don't use this formula 1 upon determinant A into adjoint of A. We have to use this term, and by using this term we want to find out that A inverse. So see, first of all we want to show that this matrix A, it satisfies this quadratic equation. Means we have to find out this left hand side and show that this left hand side equal to 0. So write down the given matrix A. So here is the solution. So write down the solution. Let A is equal to matrix 4, -1, -3, 2. Now this left hand side contains A square. So first of all find out this A square, and this is given by A into A. So find out this product. This is 4, -1, -3, 2 into same matrix which is 4, -1, -3, 2. So first of all find out this product. Consider first row and first column and take the product of corresponding element. 16 plus 3, so this is 19. First row and second column, -4 and -2, so this is -6. Second row and first column, -12 -6, so this is -18. Second row second column, 3 plus 4, this is 7, so this is our A square. Now show that this quadratic equation satisfies this 0. So let us consider this left hand side. So right here, consider. So this is the left hand side. A square minus 6A plus 5I is equal to. Now we want to show that the value of this left hand side equal to 0. So let us put suppose A square. So this value for A square, it is 19 minus 6 minus 18, 7 minus 6A. A means the given matrix 4 minus 1 minus 3, 2 plus 5. I means unit matrix of order 2, so this is 1 0 0 1. So let us find out this addition. This is 19 minus 6 minus 18, 7 minus, just multiply by 6, so this is 24 minus 6, this is minus 18, this is 12, and multiply by 5, so this is 5 0 0 5. So find out this addition. 19 plus 5 24 minus 24, this is 0. Minus 6 plus 6 plus 0, so this is 0. Minus 18 plus 18, this is 0. 7 plus 5 12 minus 12, this is 0. So we have shown that the value of this left hand side, it is the null matrix and it is denoted by, suppose, 0. So this is the conclusion. So write down, therefore a square minus 6a plus 5i, we have shown that this is equal to 0. Now see what is the second example. By using this quadratic equation, now we want to find out this A inverse. Now see how to find out A inverse from the quadratic equation. There is a method. Just pre-multiply or post-multiply by A inverse. This is the method for finding the inverse. So right here, pre-multiplying by A inverse we get. So pre-multiply by A inverse means A inverse into A square minus 6. Pre-multiply by A inverse means this is A inverse into A plus 5 A inverse into I is equal to 0. So just multiply every term by A inverse. So see what is this calculation? 2 minus 1, so this is just 1. So right here A minus 6. A into A inverse, it is the unit matrix I. And identity matrix into inverse means it is the same matrix. So this is 5A inverse is equal to 0. So the value of 5A inverse equal to, just transfer this negative term. So this is 6i and this is minus a. So 5A inverse equal to, now find out this matrix. 6 into I means unit matrix of order 2 1 0 0 1 minus A means the given matrix. So what is our given matrix? Our given matrix is 4 minus 1 minus 3 2. So this is equal to, just multiply by 6 0 0 6 minus, this is 4 minus 1 minus 3 2. So this is the left hand side. 5A inverse equal to, just take the subtraction. 6 minus 4, it is 2. 0 minus 1 has become plus 1. 0 minus minus plus 1 plus 3, and this is 6 minus 2, so this is 4. So what is the value of A inverse? A inverse, it is given by the formula, or it is A inverse, it is equal to 1 upon 5 2 1 3 4. So see how to find out the inverse element by using the quadratic equation. So this is the method. Just pre-multiply by A inverse or post multiply by A inverse to the given equation. So thank you for watching.